The end of the year is when a lot of folks plan for the following year, and one of those things that gets planned are real estate decisions, whether it's buying or selling. And there's a lot of mistakes that get made. I'm going to break down the 5 biggest mistakes home sellers make when getting ready to go to the market. If you get some value out of this, you'll like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell for notifications, and if you want to schedule a call with our team about how to avoid those mistakes for yourself, you can do that with the link in the comments. 5 things I see happen way too often, and usually that's because of faulty real estate advice that are mistakes when prepping your home for sale or when taking it to the market. And you're going to want to watch until the end because the last one is shocking and probably the biggest mistake that's out there. Number 1 is going to be bad photography and bad video. And what I mean by that is that over 90% of homeowners, they feel like video is going to get their home sold, but less than 10% of agents actually use video, and less than 4% even understand how video works. And the way it works is that you not only allow buyers to see what the floor plan is going to look like, because that can be difficult to really understand looking at a still photo. It also helps you with SEO optimization, meaning you appear higher when you have video available. And the lack of video by the vast majority of agents, it's hurting your listing. The other part to this is poor photography. You've probably all seen this. The home that looks like it was photographed with an iPhone 5, it's crooked, it's sideways, it's dark, it's maybe a vertical photo instead of a wide-angle lens. These are major mistakes. Remember, we've got to sell someone to come in and look at your property. Photography that lacks professional lighting, that doesn't use a high-resolution wide-angle lens, those are photos that are not going to inspire people to come want to take a look at your home. Remember, they're going to be living there. So having photography and video done by a professional, like my man Nick right here, we value it so much at our team that he works for our team. He's not someone we outsource. That's the biggest mistake, number 1, that sellers are making when getting their home ready for the market. The second mistake is not prepping the home properly when it comes to decluttering, maybe some fresh paint, some landscaping out front, any new flooring that's got to get replaced. You don't want to do a ton of renovation work because you're not going to get your money back for that. That's a misconception in the marketplace. What we know is that clean and neat properties sell very well. People want to feel good about it, and buyers are okay taking on projects. Over 70% of buyers, according to a survey done by RE/MAX in 2024, they're open-minded to doing some work to a home, but not cleaning it, not getting it decluttered, not getting the landscaping done out front, some fresh paint, this normal prep work. It's not going to create that right emotional reaction when people walk through the door, which is going to be pretty critical. So the lack of prep is another big mistake that people make when getting their home ready for the market. Mistake number 3 is pricing your home out of the market. There are really 3 pricing strategies that are out there. There's price it low to sell above and create a bidding war or some competition. There's pricing it right on the money so that you can get fair offers that come in and vet out some of the people who couldn't afford the home. And then there's the aspirational pricing model. All 3 strategies are valid. The strategy that does not work is keeping the price high and not being willing to adjust, because we will see that these homes sit on the market, and the longer you're on the market, the less likely you are to get a strong offer. The sooner you sell the home, the more money you're going to get for it. This is documented. And the average in the suburban Philadelphia market year to date in 2024 is 100.6% of the asking price is what most sellers are getting right now for their home. So it looks like the middle strategy, pricing it where you think it's going to sell for, is not only very valid, it's also one that's working for a lot of people. And it's okay to price it aspirationally. That's not the issue. It's adjusting it based on the feedback that you get, because the home is only going to be worth as much as a buyer is willing to pay for the property. So understanding that, and know that if you're not moving and you're not getting showings, or you're getting showings and you're not getting offers, or you're getting a lot of feedback that the price is out of the market anyway, that can be a big mistake that you can remedy. Holding it there too long will make buyers think, hey, what's wrong with this property? There must be something else going on here, when in fact it was simply a pricing issue. Mistake number 4, not knowing your landing spot. And this one's really important, because if you don't know where you're going, unless there's a real need to sell, or maybe you have a temporary place lined up, then getting your home on the market and getting it sold can be a challenge. You've got to know where you're moving to, what the plan is. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to definitively take your property to the market and take advantage of the market conditions no matter what they are. You don't have a plan. And without knowing where you're going, it doesn't make sense to sell your current home because you got to live somewhere. Now, there are some situations where people will go into rentals or they're going to move to an area temporarily and see if they like it or not. Those are a little different. You've got to have some sort of plan and know what your landing spot is. Otherwise, you're going to get offers if the home's priced right, it shows well, and it's being marketed correctly. So you've got to be ready for that step, and it happens a lot faster than you think. And number 5, and this is the biggest mistake, this is the one that might surprise you. Over 70% of people, they hire the first agent that they meet with, which if you're meeting with someone like us and our team, that's great. We know we're very competent there. We sell hundreds of homes a year. A lot of times they don't vet their agent. And what I mean by vetting their agent is, hey, can we see some reviews? Can you give us your sales track record? Can you tell us a little bit about what your plan looks like? All the things we just went through here, not having the right marketing plan or no plan at all. Well, most agents have what I call a 3-point plan, which is put a sign up, put it on the internet, and wait for somebody to show up. And that kind of marketing plan will cause you to leave money on the table. So when I talk about vetting your agent, can you give us an idea of your experience? How long have you been in the business? What's your track record? What are your reviews? Conduct an interview as a home seller so that you feel comfortable about the person that you're moving ahead with. These 5 mistakes, we can help you avoid them all. And if you want to talk about it, click on the link in the comments to schedule a time to talk.